Hi, I'm Dr. Amy Siri, and I'm here today to talk to you how you can care for your baby during this cough and cold season. Many of our youngest children are what we know as obligate nose breathers, meaning they prefer to breathe through their nose. That means when a child gets congested from a cough or cold virus, it makes it very hard for them to breathe, to eat, to sleep, and to feel comfortable. Many of times, viruses can be managed at home quite well. However, parents often come into my office out of the concern that their baby is so congested. So today I'd like to talk to you about several options that you have at home to help treat your baby's congestion. When your baby requires suctioning, it's important to know that if you do it too often, you can still cause problems of increased swelling and mucus production. So I basically recommend suctioning 3 to 4 times a day when you're at home. You want to time when you suction to when it'll be the most benefit to your baby. Maybe making sure one suction is before a feed so your baby gets a really good feeding that time and really can get a lot of good nutrition in. Also time one of your suctionings so that it'll be right before bedtime. That way, again, your baby can get the longest duration of sleep possible before waking up from being recongested and having difficulty breathing again. The most simplest way is to use what is known as a suction bulb. Often, many families are sent home from the hospital with a neonatal suction bulb, this light blue color with a very small tip. This is a great device to use. It's obviously very inexpensive and used in combination with a little bit of saline nasal spray, which is easily obtained over the counter. Saline nasal spray is just a small solution of salt and water that helps break up some of the mucus. It makes it easier to remove from your child's nasal passages. You would introduce the tip of the suction bulb just into the very inner part of the baby's nose opening. If you stick it in too far, you're actually going to strike up against really sensitive tissues, which will encourage more edema, more swelling, same thing, and more mucus production. So it actually can be pretty counterproductive. So putting it just at the tip, blowing air out, introducing at the tip, and suctioning back is the best way to use this device. Unfortunately, though, with this device, it's very difficult to clean. It has a very tiny opening and requires very hot liquids to rinse this out well. If you've seen pictures on the internet of people who have taken these and cut them in half, they can be pretty disgusting. But this is one option. Another option that's fairly inexpensive, but the next step up in pricing, is something known as the Nose Frida. This device does not require any batteries, just basically mom. How it works is you would place this tip again against the opening to your baby's nose, and moms would actually suction back with their mouths. The good news is there is a filter in here, so that means anything that comes from baby's nose is not going to go into mom's mouth. But mom is able to provide a good, decent amount of suction to help clean her baby's nose out. These filters are replaceable, and the chamber is very easy to clean. If this is an option that some families don't want to use, there is another. And again, it's the next step up in pricing, but they could invest in one of the electronic type nasal suction devices. These are battery operated. They come with a very easy to clean chamber. And again, you just need to put the device to the entrance of the baby's nose. With these two devices, again, the use of saline nasal spray will be helpful to break up any nasal congestion that you see. With each of these devices, though, if you notice that your baby's still having trouble settling, not doing well, having a fever that's difficult to control, or develops new symptoms, those are always good reasons to come back and see us in the clinic.